It's Casey, the Red Pill Alpha. What it do? Y'all already know what it is, man. Gonna keep her wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and all this shit to the back of her neck, holding her down, locking her ass down, submerging her ass down with that motherfucking game. Damn right. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping hot status, you're gonna get it down your phone into your ear, all ear candy game. Oh yeah. And fellas, y'all already know what's up. Go to my about section or any subscriber women, it doesn't matter. And you will get everything from my Gmail to my phone number, to my social media sites, my Patreon, my Facebook groups. Holler at me. You want a consultation? Get at me on the Gmail. Or you can hit me on the text. It doesn't matter. You know, you want to have a request about a topic or a video, I get straight to that too. Just get at me. Holler at me. Now we're going to get straight to this. And I know you fellas might be like, okay, where we going? This is all about the stepdaddy shit. And this is the origins of being a stepdaddy. And this is the origins of when the Stepdaddy Act was created, I believe, for my education and everything. And for what I know of, you know, talking to different elders and my experience in studying, you know, my experience in studying certain different parts of the sectors of how was men comfortably pushed out of the household, away from their children biologically, their biological children, pushed away from them and into the jails, into the prisons, into the streets, into drugs, into guns, into everything besides actually raising that child. And how the stepdaddy was created. So let's touch bases. The women of the 1950s and 60s opened doors for the Stepdaddy Act. Fellas, I know the term stepdaddy or stepfather is one of the most degrading terms amongst the red pill community. You know, we talk about it a lot. You know, don't run up behind the next man. Don't clean up behind the next man. But a lot of fellas ain't giving you the origins of it. So we're going to break it down. It's something that isn't new. The aura of being a stepfather started way back in the 1930s, which eventually led to the stronghold, you know, to a stronghold in the 1950s or 60s. I'm going to say around the 60s. Well, it was formulated through the mind of Franklin D. Roosevelt back in the 1930s. And it was pushed forward from the 1930s and better. So, but it actually got set in stone, and it had a stronghold on our communities, even the Caucasian community, Hispanic community, all of our communities, towards the 1960s, but predominantly in the black and brown communities. Oh yeah. Now, and you know, I believe the 60s. It was in the 40s and 50s. It was dwindling its way through, but it actually set in stone in the 60s. I'm going to put it like that. During the Lyndon B. Johnson era, welfare took place in impoverished communities across the United States. It targeted lots of households, predominantly the black and brown sections. However, white people got hit with the Low Income / Welfare Act just as well. You know, but it mainly hit us more. You know, but don't be surprised. Don't be fooled. There's a lot of white women on welfare, more than black women. Do your statistics. But it was pushed towards our community. Yeah, at the beginning. I can't honestly say that. You know, I know you fellas are saying to yourself, where's he going with this? Check this out, fellas. Welfare was originally brought about by former President Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was originally for families that was basically out of work and needed some, you know, governmental assistance because they was down and out with the economy, you know, due to the economy structure of them being laid off, coming out of the Great Depression. So, yeah. Somehow, women end up fighting for fair equality, just like, you know, they wanted to be equal as men. and was seeking their independence at the same damn time. All that intertwined. I can't really speak on other communities. However, in the black community, that independence, equality mentality pushed a lot of biological fathers out of the household. Oh, yeah. And how did it push them out? Nigga, I don't need you. I get my own. I can go to work now. I can receive a welfare check. I can receive this assistance. I can receive a form of payment for you not being around, which actually led to child support. The man had to pay that back. Oh yeah, it's deep. But this was the mindset. And I can speak on my community and our women. This was the mindset of our women. Not all, but a lot of them. Oh man, majority of them fell through that shit. That's real shit. Alongside the rise of prisons, liquor stores, the lack of drugs, the lack of jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean to say. The lack of jobs, the increase in drugs and guns being pushed through the black communities, that definitely gave our women the right to look for a fool to come and clean up behind all that shit. That's how the simping came through. That's how the stepdaddy came through. Well, the simping always been there before that. Motherfuckers was simping, tricking in brothels and all that shit in the fucking 1800s and shit. But that's how the stepdaddy shit came through. I had to rephrase that. Not all black women, but a lot of them instantly started to depend on the system, which made them careless on passing around that wet box to whoever they like. They didn't give a fuck. If they like you, you was gonna get it. There weren't no condoms at that time. So busing and skeeting and letting off DNA in them lows was shit, the thing to do. That's how different baby daddies came along. Oh yeah, that's why you see a household, you'll go to your grandma, you go to a typical grandma that's still living, a great grandmother, whatever, she may be 80 something years old, she's old. She got 15 children. Somehow all those children got different fathers though. And they grown, they in their 50s, 60s and shit like that. But they have different fathers. That was going on back then. Like it wasn't shit. It was like the thing to do because this type of shit here opened the doors for other men to come through and shoot their DNA in these bitches. Real shit. And here come different fathers. And then you got the stepdaddy. He played the stepdaddy for the kids that was there. Then he dropped a couple loads into it. Now they ain't worked out. He's gone. Here come another dude. He's a stepdaddy to all them. He dropped a load in her. He's gone. Here come another dude. It's an endless cycle. You get me? Oh yeah. And it started from back then. Do I think it was planned? The way it was set up, the way it's looking now, the way the outcome to it now, what you see? Damn right. It's all a part of genocide. Real shit. You better believe that. Best to believe that. Shit. Now, but we don't get off into all that. My channel ain't really geared to that, so we're going to get back on to what it is. Yeah. Not giving a shit if he's father material or not. They allow him to bust off into them as long as the system have their backs. Get me? Yeah, that's what it is. Giving women their independence fucked up the status quo of men actually seeking a true loyal companion who depends on him instead of an outside entity like the government and the system and shit, Now it's a ripple effect. It's everywhere now. This is the start. This is the origins. It's basically common to see a man with a woman who has another man's child. Discussing a topic about being a stepdad nowadays is something shocking to most men because it's morally traditional for them to deal with that bullshit and accept it. They actually think that it comes with the territory to accept a woman with kids. You hear dudes all the time saying shit like, yeah, if I accept her, shit, I have to accept the kids because they come with her. You hear that shit all the time. All this shit started with the bitch, pushing away the biological father just for a check, which created simps to love them no matter what. It doesn't matter if her kids, peers, family, or whoever is close to her disrespects the stepdaddy. He still believes it's his job to save the fucking community. I know men right now, like right as we speak, fellas, right now, who's in their 30s, right now, they used to disrespect and put hands on their stepfathers. You know, when I was younger, you know, we all grew up together. I've seen that type of shit. You know, who been there for them all their lives. Now they're a stepdaddy. You know, now these same dudes are stepdaddies. Karma's a motherfucker, ain't it? Real shit. Now these same dudes are stepdaddies. The cycle must continue and it must go on. And they're going to go through what they put that man through. Trust me, that's the karma, man. That's the universe having its way around. Believe that. Making his way around. And having his way. That's real shit. It's a never-ending circle. It's a never-ending cycle. So fellas, don't get caught up in the statistics of being a stepdad. Create your own. For you young fellas, create your own. Fuck reproducing behind the next motherfucker. Especially if you're young. You deserve a fresh start. And believe that. And know that. And you will get that. Like this shit, share this shit, subscribe. It's the motherfucking message. My daughter's birthday coming up. Gotta go order a cake real quick. You know, get that out the way. Holla.